Hey, what's up, everybody? My plan tonight was going to watch a horror movie tonight. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm so exhausted from like work this morning, and yeah, it's been a very long day. So I don't think I'm gonna make it through any horror movie. I think it's time for me to just crash and burn for tonight. I'm so exhausted. But anyway, the other night. I found this really cool Texas Chainsaw Massacre documentary on Xfinity Demand because I was trying to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and obviously it's not free anywhere. It's I think it's just on HBO Max. I don't have HBO Max up right now, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre is probably my top 20 favorite horror movies of all time. But yeah, this documentary has some of the cast talking about the making of the movie and some really cool insights. Real quick, um, they had Jim, I think it's Jim Cito, who played the cook. He was talking and he was saying how hard it was for him to do the scene at the what was it, at the gas station where he was supposed to like beat her, and he was telling Toby Hooper, he's like, yeah, I can't really do this. I don't know if I can do this. But then he was like, okay, fine. And then it's just like he started to beat her a little bit. I think that was with her when she was like in the bag or whatever. And Sally even said, the actress was like, "No, just beat me harder." And she actually had like a bunch of bruises, and he was just like, once he got going, he really got into the character. But even when like the scene where they get back to the house with the truck and the cook was um talking to the hitchhiker, we was like, "Oh, you were in that graveyard again." And he started beating him with this thing, and he was like beating on his head, and you could just feel the the thing. I forget what they forgot to use, um, but he kind of felt the pain of him getting beat. And Gunnar Hansen talked about like when he was chasing what was it, Sally in the woods? I can't remember if it was Sally, but how he tripped. Well, he like tripped and fell, and like the chainsaw went up in the air, and he just talks about Gunnar talks about how he covered his head because he didn't. It was so dark in the woods, he didn't know where the chainsaw was going to land. It was also interesting that interview with Gunnar Hansen just said like somehow people got Gunnar Hansen's phone number and was calling Gunnar Hansen at his home, and he just I don't know, something about Gunnar, he just didn't want to be known as just his Leatherface. He wanted to be known as the other stuff he did. But obviously how popular the Chainsaw Massacre was, he I don't know, he just it's just really weird because he just felt like of all the stuff he's done, he's like, I just don't want to be known just as Leatherface. They were talking about like it was like 102, 103 degrees in Texas, and they were filming like Jim was talking about um filming for like 26-hour filming nights, and like the dinner scene was so hard because it was just like everybody stunk. The food stank like so bad. Like the meat stunk. It was like rotting because of the like hot camera or the lighting, and like the cheese. They had to keep switching out the cheese, and a lot of people like when they were done filming the scene, they would have to run outside and like pretty much gag and basically throw up because I mean it was just rancid. So it sounds like it was like a very tough shoot for everybody. Everybody stink. Everybody was sweating. It was hot. Everybody was like sweating all over the place and everything. But yeah, if I real quick, if you guys want to check this out, it's free on Tubi. It's called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre: A Family Portrait. If you're a big fan um, of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, definitely check this out on Tubi. So anyway, I'm sure I'll talk to you guys at some point tomorrow or Sunday. I'll end up getting ready for the NFL week 2. So, but yeah, check this out on Tubi. It's pretty cool. They see like the insights with all the actors from the 1974 movie.